Once upon a time, in a world not unlike our own, the skies were ruled by winged guardians known as the avian custodians. These weren't just any birds. They were the caretakers of the earth, a diverse assembly from the tiny hummingbird to the majestic eagle, each with a role of vital importance. In the verdant forests, the songbirds greeted the dawn with melodies that wove the fabric of the day. These cheerful tunes did more than lift the spirits of all who heard them. They were a clarion call to pollination. The tiny hummingbirds and busy bees would follow the trail of songs to flowers in bloom, ensuring that every plant was kissed by life, securing the future of countless ecosystems. Above the great canopies, the eagles and hawks kept watch, their sharp eyes scanning the ground below. They maintained the delicate balance of nature, ensuring that no creature grew too numerous and that the web of life remained intact. The scavengers, like vultures and crows, followed, guardians of sanitation. They cleaned the earth, leaving no space for disease to lurk, protecting the health of all who shared their home. Along the shores, the waders patrolled the waters. The herons, the storks, and the flamingos each sifted through the silt, keeping the waterways clear and the fish populations healthy, their long-legged dances stirring life into the waters that quenched the thirst of the land. But the birds did not only toil in daylight. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the nocturnal owls took flight. They whispered through the night air, unseen protectors against the overabundance of rodents, ensuring that the grains and fruits cultivated for the world's sustenance were preserved for those to whom they were truly intended. Now this world, so beautifully balanced, began to wane when its human inhabitants forgot the importance of the avian custodians. Trees fell silent as habitats were lost. Waters grew still as marshlands were drained, and the skies became empty as the intricate tapestry of life began to unravel. The humans felt the loss most keenly in their harvests, as pests grew bolder without the watchful raptors and plants stood forlorn, missing the gentle touch of pollinators. The air grew heavy, for there were fewer trees to cleanse it, and disease lingered where once the scavengers had held sway. It wasn't until the youngest among them, a child with eyes as clear as the untouched stream, raised her voice that the people took notice. She spoke of the stories her grandmother had told her, tales of the avian custodians and their unending vigil over the world. Moved by the child's words, the people remembered. They took to their fields and forests, their mountains and streams, not to take, but to give back. They planted trees for the songbirds, set aside preserves for the hunters, and protected the wetlands for the waders. And as if by magic, or perhaps just the simple yet profound power of care, the birds began to return. With them, they brought back the balance the earth sorely needed. The people realized that these birds were not just inhabitants of their world, but its sustainers. They were reminders of the interconnectedness of life, the bearers of responsibility, and the shepherds of health and abundance. From that day forth, the avian custodians were revered, their presence a symbol of a world in balance, a world thriving. And each time a child lifted their gaze to marvel at a bird in flight, they understood that they were not just looking at a bird, but at a guardian of life, a testament to why we need them, to teach us, to sustain us, and to remind us of the beauty of life's intricate dance. As the story ends, it's clear that birds are not just characters in a fable, but vital participants in the narrative of our real, living planet. They are pollinators, pest controllers, seed dispersers, and indicators of environmental health, each species playing a role that upholds the natural world we depend on. And so we need them, just as they need us to protect the habitats they call home.